All right, so Steph Curry, surprising no one, beat the three-point record. Not only saying that, I think it was basically because he was two away. I think it was just inevitable since 2014, basically. I want to talk about his influence of the game, and I'm going to also start off with, is this record an unbeatable record? The TNT crew were saying no after it happened because they said, why isn't the league going to move to a shooting 53s a game? And it's only going to be beaten out of sheer volume, not because someone is a better shooter than Steph. I don't know if that's going to happen. The Rockets proved that 53s a game is not a winning formula, and threes from the Rockets teams like that, people were saying, oh, the league's going to move that way. It's going to move all statistical. Rockets kind of proved that, mid-range shots and dumb shots, unstatistical shots still have a place in this league. And I think that that's going to continue. The only time I could see the league going to 53s a game is in 10 to 15 years when the Steph Curry kids finally grow up. And by that I mean the kids that watch Steph Curry throughout their childhood. I don't think that this record, though, is beatable. Steph Curry is basically at 3,000 threes right now. It's not hard to say that he'll hit 200 more by the end of the season. And then it's not hard to say that he'll have 2 more years of 400 threes made. That puts him at 4,000. And then I think he'll be about 40 by that time. And what's stopping Steph from staying in the league? Like, I know people are saying, oh, he'll drop off athletically and all that. But Steph's going to have a place in this league for as long as Steph wants to have a place in this league. What's stopping him from taking a JJ Redick role? Nothing. Like, if he does that, he's a spot shooter, which he is debatably the best spot shooter of all time already. He, probably not even debatably, he probably is. He could put up easily another 200 to 300 threes a year. If he's that elite of a spot shooter, you're going to give him the run. Another thing about Steph, too, is I just want to commend how not only is he the best spot shooter of all time, best shot creator of all time, one thing that I don't think he gets love for is his off-ball movement. I forget who the interview was with. It might have been actually JJ Redick, talking about how Steph Curry is one of the hardest guards in the league, not only because he has the opportunity to torch you at any minute, but it's because the dude just never stops running on the court, and he's just always moving. And the thing is, too, like, even if he doesn't have the athleticism to do that at the end of his career, what's just stopping him from sitting in the corner, planting himself there? You still have to put a guy on him. Like, he's that good. JJ Redick, you have to put a guy on him and just hitting 100 threes a year. Maybe 150. If he does that for 3 years, the record goes to, 4.5, 4.8K, depending on how many he makes in the next couple of years. I'm just saying, like, is that beatable? Is someone making that many shots going to be a beatable record? That's so many. I think that puts the number damn near close to Stockton's assist numbers. And I know it's easier to make a three than get assists, but goddamn, that's fucking high. Another thing I want to talk about is his impact to the league. I don't know if we're going to see another more impactful basketball player to the game itself in a long time. Steph Curry has done something that I haven't seen any player do. Not the cultural, not anything like that. The dude just changed the game physically. Like, he did what Jordan did, or even like Kobe, where, you put in the mid-range shot. You gave guards more power. But Steph gave the three power. Like, I'm surprised they didn't move the three back because of him. I'm surprised they didn't make a rule change because of Steph Curry. Probably because it was exciting to see him do it. But every team's shooting threes now. And I think that's a large part of Steph Curry. Every team's doing these off-ball screens, these slip action, everything that the Warriors are doing. Every team's doing now. Every team wants to do that because they see the efficiency of these threes. And they understand how good they are. And that's something that people 20 years ago said, oh, you'll never be shooting 33s a game. And I think that would have been true if we didn't have Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry literally dragged the NBA into shooting threes. He dragged it. And I know people say, oh, he's a system player or whatever, but you built that system around Steph because Steph was that good. I'm not the biggest Steph fan by any means, but he definitely deserves his credit. That's the reason I'm having this video. I think he is the greatest shooter of all time. I think that's basically undisputed at this point. I think he might be the greatest off-ball player of all time. I don't think that's that high of a take. And the thing is, he deserves all the credit in the world. He did this. I wasn't a big fan of Steph Curry. I thought he was a bum. He had a bum ankle, not a bum. I didn't think he was a bum. I just thought he had a bum ankle, and he was never going to do this when he came to the league. I really think he just changed the league. I think it's never coming back. I think it's never going back to the way it was. That's not a bad thing. I like how the league is right at the moment. I hope that it doesn't develop too far into this. 53s a game would be a lot, but I could see it. I don't think it will happen anytime soon because the three-point shot development by the players that are in the league right now just isn't there. But once kids that grew up watching Steph Curry and watch the league at the moment, grew up shooting threes since they're young, come into the league, I think it's going to change. Again, I think that's going to be a direct impact because of Steph Curry. I think you could draw that line directly to Steph Curry. On another note, I'm going to touch up on what just broke out with the Mavs and Coach Carlisle, and I'm just going to take any opportunity I can to rant about Coach Carlisle because I think he sucks. Apparently, during Luka's rookie year, he just would scream at Dennis Smith Jr. for basically no reason. Dennis Smith was not having a great sophomore season, but that happens to everybody. A lot of players have bad sophomore seasons, and it doesn't help when you have a new guard. And apparently, this is all by Tim McCannon. They were both trying to make it work, and Carlisle would call out Dennis in the middle of games, in the middle of practices, in the middle of meetings for no reason. And Luka and Carlisle didn't. Carlisle liked Luka. Luka didn't like Carlisle because he didn't like how he treated his players. I think the Mavs moving off Carlisle is the best move we've made in years. Did I agree that Kidd was the right choice after that? That's neither here nor there, but one thing you can say is he is the complete 180 from Carlisle. So that might be a nice thing where Carlisle was the anti-players coach and Kidd seems to be the players coach in the league right now, debatably one of the best in the league. Probably because he's so close to coming off retirement and he just knows how this all works. I just hate Carlisle. I really dislike Carlisle. I've been disliking Carlisle for a while. I didn't like his system that much last year. I know it was one of the most efficient offenses of all time, but it's not a winning formula to only run through one player. I think while kids' teams are doing worse offensively, I think it's a better system that he's running. Spreading the ball and giving more people opportunity is much better because you have the chance where if Luka has his off night, you don't just automatically lose because everybody is ready. I probably shouldn't be talking about the Mavs in this Steph Curry video. Basically, at the end of the day, congrats to Steph Curry. That was really impressive. Of course, he made it on a stupid 3, too. That's only just right. And I loved how Reggie and Ray Allen treated the situation. They very easily could have been salty about it, and even Shaq was like, yeah, I wouldn't have done that, and I feel like a lot of players wouldn't have taken it so gracefully. I want to, congratulate Steph. Super cool, and I guess that's all I got for today. Thank you.
Well, that's the end of those thoughts right there.